And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Two yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to float this. Oh, he's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game.
Check. Fresno. 49 to Mike. 49.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, just set. 19. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Watson sets up the screen to Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. All day. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Hey, I'm coming up to you.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and in. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. Gets it to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come down, coming. We want it. Come to my world. Check 52 to Mike. Charles is out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You better be afraid of me.
Off-play action. Watson rolling to his left. Complete. It's Henry. 25 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Situation. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
You got tight. You got out of go.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Check three. Back.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Third and 3.
Set. 19. 54 Mike. I'm scared.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll run on first down. Thompson, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go with Thompson again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
You ain't going nowhere.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 45 on second down. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On third down, it's Thompson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Watch out.
On second down now, it's Thompson. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
With 2 seconds to go in this football game. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good.
Let's go.
And a tough finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up